Hey everyone, welcome to a somewhat different kind of episode today of ADHD reWired. If you are new here, I am your host. My name is Eric Tivers. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and coach. And today we're going to dive into a topic that's both personal and universal. And I'm going to get kind of vulnerable with you here today. And I'm also usually these episodes are edited, and I'm actually not going to edit this episode, as you just heard my a notification at my watch that just went off, and it's staying in. Okay. Before we get into today's topic, I do want to let you know that our spring coaching groups, which start on Thursday, is experiencing a lower than typical enrollment this season, which is why for the groups that start this Thursday, April 11th, 2024, we are going to give you the chance to join us for only $999. That's 50% off my section. That is $650 off Coach Brian and Coach Kristen's sections, as long as you sign up by this Wednesday. And you can do that by attending our last registration event, which is on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 Eastern, or by going to coachingrewired.com and scheduling a one-on-one registration interview if that event time does not work for you. So come join us for our lowest price since 2017 for only $9.99. And if you qualify for PayPal credit, you can break it up over 6 months interest-free, which comes out to just about $166 a month. It is the same great program and the same great community at a shockingly low price. So go to coachingrewired.com to get started with your pre-registration and add your name to the interest list, and we will be in touch. All right, so today's episode is titled When What Was Working Stops Working. And it's a reflection on the journey of ADHD Rewired over the last decade or so, and kind of where we are right now, and maybe a little bit of where we're going to be headed. And we're going to end today's episode with 10 tips that you can use when what was working stops working. For those of you who have been with us from the beginning, you know that we have experienced an incredible journey together. And we were the number one rated ADHD podcast for 8 consecutive years. And that's a title that we've held with pride and gratitude. Our group coaching program has grown consistently during that time, and we were even featured as one of the innovative programs at the International Conference on ADHD back in 2019. And we've built a community that has really been a source of support, inspiration, and transformation for so many. But as with all journeys, there have been twists and turns, unexpected challenges that have forced us to reevaluate and adapt. So, in the world of ADHD, this is a familiar theme. We find strategies that work for us, routines that bring stability and productivity. And then, for reasons that are often beyond our control, those strategies seem to just stop working. It could feel like hitting a wall, and it's a feeling that I know that many of us in the ADHD community know all too well. And in the past year, ADHD Rewired has also faced its own set of challenges. The landscape of ADHD support has changed dramatically with a surge in new podcasts and coaching programs out there. When I started ADHD Rewired in 2014, I think there were like 7 or 8 other ADHD podcasts, and I just counted on Apple Podcasts, and with a podcast with just the title ADHD in the name, there are 120 specific ADHD podcasts, and there are a lot of other ADHD podcasts that don't even have ADHD in the name. This influx combined with all the economic uncertainties, and I also know that lots of people are just kind of tired of being on Zoom, as an after effect of COVID, which I totally get, but it has affected so many of us, and it's made it more difficult for us to fill our coaching programs. It made it more difficult than it once did. So, and after talking to a number of other ADHD coaches out there who also do group programs, it also looks like this is happening across the board. It's a situation that has prompted a lot of reflection and reevaluation, and has also forced me to make some really difficult decisions, which included having to trim down my team. For a decade, we've been on a trajectory of growth and success. We've built something truly special. During the peak of the pandemic, we were doing 5 groups and we had a wait list, and we built a team to support this heightened demand. And over the last year or so, things have changed. Over the last few seasons, due to decreased demand, we went back to doing 3 groups, and even those were not so easy to fill. So we even lowered our prices, which have helped, but I do think because of the economy and the current influx of other ADHD programs out there, what we're facing now is what was working is no longer working. And it is hard when what was working for so many years just stops working. But it is also an opportunity and a chance to revisit kind of what we stand for, how we do things, and how we can continue to serve the community in meaningful ways. Our mission has always been to provide a space where individuals with ADHD can come together to learn, to grow, and to support each other. It's always been more about than just the strategies and tips. It's been about building a community that understands the complexities of ADHD and offers a sense of belonging. As we navigate this period of change, we're reminded of the importance of resilience and adaptability. We are exploring new ways to reach and connect with our audience, to provide value and support in this changing world. And we're looking at how we can innovate, both within our coaching groups and outside of them, in ways to ensure that we can continue to meet the demands and needs of our community. And most importantly, we are reaffirming our commitment to you, our listeners, and our community members. Your stories, your struggles, and your success are what drive us to do what it is that we do. Now, we're here to navigate the ups and downs of ADHD together, to celebrate the wins, and to learn from the challenges. So if you've been thinking about joining one of our coaching groups, or if you've been a part of our community in the past, just know that we are here for you. That we're evolving, we're adapting, we are optimistic about the future. Are there going to be things that are changing? Yeah. Is it uncomfortable? It sure is. But I still believe that we can do hard things and we don't have to do them alone. So when what was working stops working, is not just a reflection on our journey in ADHD reWired, and it's not just a check-in about where we are right now. It's a call to action for us to embrace change and continue to grow. So I would like to share with you 10 strategies that I think can be really helpful when what was working stops working. The first is to take time to pause and reflect. Now, take a moment to assess what has changed and why the old strategies are no longer effective. 2, seek feedback. Reach out to your community or trusted advisors to get a fresh perspective on your situation. 3, embrace flexibility. It's important to be open to trying new approaches and adapting your strategies as needed. Break it down. Simplify your goals into smaller, manageable tasks to try to regain that sense of control. 4, I think I'm at 4. Prioritize self-care, especially if you are in the thick of it, if you're in the thick of overwhelm. Don't skip on the self-care. It is so important that you are taking care of your physical and mental health to maintain your resilience. 5, revisit your values. Align your actions with your core values and stay motivated and focused to the best that you can. 6, set boundaries. Define clear limits to protect your time and energy as you navigate change. 7, and this has been a big one for me lately, focus on what's working and express gratitude. Express gratitude for what you have, even the little things and the progress you've made. 9, stay curious. Approach challenges with a mindset of curiosity and with a willingness to learn. And celebrate those small wins. And I must have really been thinking about gratitude because I added that one again. So, yes, add more gratitude. Acknowledge and celebrate each step forward, no matter how small. Okay, I think that was 10, but here is one more, and I'm really serious about this one. Don't struggle alone. You know, it's been a struggle figuring out how we're going to pivot and adapt uh, here with what we have going on. But don't struggle alone if you're stressed, if you're overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling stuck. Reach out for help. People genuinely do want to help. And remember that change is an inevitable part of growth. When what working stops working, it's an opportunity to explore new possibilities and deepen our understanding of ourselves and our ADHD journey. I'm sure I'm going to have more to share in the weeks and months to come. And if today's topic has struck a nerve with you and you want to talk about it with me or our coaches, we are doing our live Q&A this Tuesday. We do it every second Tuesday of the month at 12:30 p.m. Central. That's 10:30 Pacific, 1:30 Eastern. And you can register for our Q&As at our website, our newly designed website, I should say, at ADHDrewired.com. Also, I want to let you know for the time being, I'm probably going to be releasing fewer episodes. So I might be releasing one every couple weeks. So if you have not listened to the backlog, if you didn't start from the beginning, maybe do some time traveling. Go back to episode 1 because we really have come a long way. To all of our listeners, to our community, I love you and thank you.